Hi everyone, welcome back to day 5 of Essential Oil Chat. The last 4 days we have went through some of my favorite essential oils at home. And in the first day we have went through lavender, which is the mother of essential oil. And the second day we have talked about the powerhouse of Doterra's peppermint. Third day we have talked about On Guard essential oil blend, which is immune support system blend. And the fourth day, which is yesterday, we talked about digestion, and digestion is a digestive essential oil blend by Doterra. So do check out my last 4 days of the video if you have not been following us. And today we are going to talk about Breathe. Breathe by itself is a respiratory essential oil blend. So the main key ingredients in Breathe is really laurel leaf, Ravintsara, lemon, peppermint, eucalyptus, and tea tree. And these are the 7 key ingredients that Doterra has blended that allows us to have a super profound effect on our respiratory system. And what this means that it really helps to bring down the inflammation of your nasal mucus and adrenal glands as well. And lemon helps to purify the respiratory system. Peppermint is absolutely cooling to the system, so it will drive the oils into your respiratory system. So just remember that Breathe actually just allows a healthy airflow of oxygen into your body and just allowing you to breathe so smoothly. Stay on to the end of video and I'll tell you how to download my free essential oil guidebook featuring the top 10 essential oils and how to use them and the diffusion recipe. It is free, and whether you are a Doterra user, existing Doterra users, or non-Doterra users, you are welcome to download and check it out. If you like the content, remember to like and subscribe so that the YouTube algorithm can bring out more of all these videos to people who actually need these videos. I do talk about essential oils. I do talk about Christian walk with God, about Christian children's books that helps our family with all sorts of key topics, like grief, emotions, difficult topics that you can talk about. Do subscribe to my channel so that you'll be updated in every new video that I upload. The scent of Breathe is actually very minty. Minty because of the peppermint, eucalyptus, and as well as it's a very fresh kind of scent. Breathe is the first oil that I'm going to mention that you cannot inject. It's only meant for topical and as well as diffusion. Okay, so let's jump in right into the benefits of Breathe. So you would imagine that Breathe is really good for respiratory, right? For respiratory support. So use it for cough, use it for congestions, use it for runny nose. So how would I use it? I'll just open up the bottle and I'll drip 1 drop onto the palm of my hand. And then what I'll do is I'll inhale and count for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. So if you have a bottle of Breathe, let's do it all together. So repeat and do this for 4 times and you'll feel that the blend just goes right into your lung. The simple way is just to diffuse it. So one of my favorite blend for diffusing, right, especially when you're down, with chesty cough and all sorts of seasonal threat, I would love to diffuse 3 drops of blend together with 3 drops of On Guard, and as well as add in 2 drops of peppermint. So On Guard is always a protective blend that will help to boost your immune system. So these are the 3 oils that I will help, if you are going through a chesty cough or seasonal. So Breathe is one of the blend that Doterra has the other products. So it comes in a 10 ml roller bottle and as well as a Breathe stick. So the Breathe stick can actually be used similarly to how we actually use Vicks. I think Vicks is a very popular vaporized blend. It is a dry, similar kind of texture to Vicks. So you just apply it on your chest and then apply the back or on your nose, and it's so convenient to bring it along. And one thing for sure, that this is 100% pure essential oils and there's no synthetics onto it. So you just want to really avoid any synthetics product that you apply to your skin. So these are toxics that you really want to eliminate from your body. So it comes with a 10 ml roller bottle. So this is something that I always give to new moms. I always encourage them to use Breathe and dilute it. It's already pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil, but of course for newborns or for younger children, you really have to dilute it further. So do check out my previous videos on essential oil safety safety, especially how you actually dilute it for younger kids. I would say that these, in general, the 10 ml bottles are suitable for kids which are about 3 years and above. Any child younger, do dilute it even further. Recently, my boy has a bacterial lung infection. After recovery, he had this dry cough. What I did to help him is really to use Breathe on the chest, and I will always add in eucalyptus. Mix it up with frankincense, and I'll just apply fractionated coconut oil, 1 drop each, and rub it onto his chest. Why frankincense, right? Frankincense is the king of oils, so frankincense is a multiplier oil, right? So whatever oils that you put in, it will multiply the effects. So I always like to use frankincense in my blend. And peppermint is recommended as well because this will drive the oils in. So just remember that Breathe is also very good, for seasonal threats, seasonal flus, or even pollens, right? When you're spring, you have pollens, and if you have allergies to it, you can consider using Breathe. One of the unexpected or surprising benefit of using Breathe is actually to reduce snoring. So if you have a partner, that snores really loud at home, this is a natural kind of way to remove the snoring at home. So if you have a partner, right next to you and you can't sleep, so you either diffuse it, 3 drops of Breathe, 3 drops of lavender, layer with coconut oil. Always layer first with coconut oil, rub it on the soles, and you should have a quiet night. Breathe is also very, very, very good for emotional support, because usually when you are sad, when you're down, you literally can feel that congestion and the weight on your chest. That's how I felt, when my dad passed away. So I use Breathe really, really quite often, because sometimes when you are crying, you just feel so congested and you just reach out for the oil. So I always say, put oils around your house. Don't put it at a single spot. Put it around your house. Oils that you need, you can just reach out easily so that you can actually use it when you need it. I'll drip it on my hands, just like how we did the inhale and exhalation for 4 seconds each. It really opens up your airway. It lifts up your stone that's on your chest. It allows you to bring in oxygen. Bringing in oxygen into your body allows you to relax instead of going down the spiral, the sadness. So it really does helps in your emotional support. One of the fun way to actually use Breathe, if you're not feeling well and you have to wear a mask, or you are still a mask wearer, this has really kind of saved me and my family's life, in terms of getting used to mask wearing in Singapore. So we will just put in 1 drop of Breathe onto the mask. It will just open up the airway. I think all of us remember how bad, we had to get used to breathing, in a constricted space. So this is one way that you can still use it if you still wear a mask, especially when you're sick. And one of the really fun way that I actually use it, when my kids are having a congestion, running nose, so I'll just throw them into a hot bath. I'll just make sure that the water is warm enough. They are having a shower. So what I'll do is that I would drip a few drops, around the floor. And it's just a natural, it's just a spa, you can imagine the spa with the heat, with the steam, the Breathe, everything will just goes in. It's just a really good way to use Breathe. And the other way that you can use it is really to use Breathe in a hot cup of stainless steel mug or thermos mug or glass mug. I would just recommend using thermos mug, because thermos mug will actually keep the warm temperature in the cup. And you just drip 2 drops of Breathe, 2 drops of On Guard, 2 drops of lemon, and 2 drops of lavender. And you just breathe in, breathe in. I usually get my kids to do it for 5 minutes. I'll just set on the timer, and then they'll just put a blanket in, and they would just be opening up their chestway, right? They don't like it because the oils can be a bit hot, to them they're a bit sensitive, but they know that this helps them and keeping the blanket over their head. So really try it out, this really well. So let me know in your comments, if you have tried using Breathe, so that everybody can share, and how really essential oils for Breathe actually helps you and your family, right? So this is really all about sharing, so that more people actually get to know, this wonderful plant nature that God has really given to all of us. So my other favorite diffuser blend, as I mentioned previously, was 3 drops of peppermint, 3 drops of lavender, and 3 drops of Breathe. I use it at night quite often, because this will help us to go into really good sleep, open our airway, and opening up our airway and being able to breathe, is really all hallmarks of a good sleep. Good rest means happy mom, happy dad, happy children, right? So the other way that I love to use Breathe is always to add in some citrus oil, right? Such as lemon, or even wild orange, right? Because citrus oil are always happy oils, uplifting and diffuse it throughout the day. Put all the oils near the diffuser and make sure that you have a bottle, nearby so that the kids can help, to top up the diffuser. And remember to check out my previous video in terms of how do you clean the diffuser, because cleaning the diffuser and maintaining a diffuser is really important so that you get the best effect coming out, from the essential oil. If you don't have Breathe at home, what are the replacement essential oils that you can consider, right? So you can consider Clarify or AirX in some countries. You can substitute it eucalyptus, right? And then you can also substitute with Laurel Leaf. I think in Singapore, they are still selling Laurel Leaf. You can substitute it with Peppermint, Ravintsara. You can also get it now at Doterra Singapore. And of course, you can substitute it with Spanish sage. So if you find my content and video useful, remember to like and subscribe the channel so that the YouTube algorithm can help, to bring out the videos out more to the people who need it. And as well, remember to click on the link. There's a link below for you to download my free essential oil guidebook for free. These are the top 10 essential oils that I've listed down, and as well as how to use it, my favorite ways to use it, and all about essential oils, dilution, and etc. So remember to download, whether you are a new Doterra user or non-Doterra user, or you're just trying to find out, what is this Doterra essential oils about. So do download and check out my previous videos on why I use Doterra in my family. Alright, I'll see you in my next video.